And thank you for all your festivities. You guys look great. I really like the Christmas hats. But
yeah.
How are you doing, Risk?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. We got the Christmas tree here. Blair kind of looks like, I don't know, like an elf. So like it's perfect. Like my day is already now like peaking. So and now we're gonna have even better CS throughout the day. So like we're starting with a very interesting game with the Swedish guys coming in, and then we have of course the next game after that. It's gonna be really exciting. The elimination game between Optic and Ents. But this is it for the Swedes now. This is where it becomes interesting because it's gonna be on Nuke. And to be honest, I'm gonna go against the grain a little bit here and say there are so many weaknesses on LDLC's Nuke. And I know that because I played against him, basically. I did anti-strats against him on Nuke, and I know that there's a lot of things you can exploit. The question is, did x6tence do that? Has RDL been watching the demos? Are they actually sure of what they're gonna do? Because Nuke is such a standard pick in this best of 3 for these guys, so surely x6tence are ready for this.
Do you want to give us a little bit of an idea, or do you want to save that for the game on what we maybe might see that could be a problem for LDLC coming into this matchup? Obviously, they're still going to be the expected winners regardless. On paper, they are the better team, but maybe we can get to those points in a little bit, Niels, because we are jumping right into this one. The first game of the day here over on Nuke. This is a best of 3 elimination match for Group A. Only one of these teams will be making it on to another game later on this afternoon, but for now, it's crunch time. LDLC T-side start on their map pick of Nuke, and they're going straight towards ER with a quick burst down that vent.
Yep, they get vent control really quickly. Plopsky is already rotated down. He's in the frozen position towards the lower bomb side. This is a very hard position if he doesn't get face check early on. He's going to get the free kill on the bomb planter. He's not being covered whatsoever. There's no check of that corner, and that's such an important corner to check. Now the bomb is down on the site. They can just hold this now.
Yeah, he doesn't need to take this fight. You can see him falling back and watching the window because he's got Barbar holding the crossfire from back ramp. There's more players coming down from the CT side, and Popsky finally gets overwhelmed, but there's the trade. Problem is, there's so many more kills coming out for the Ts for a second until Dwanu's now left alone. 3 players up on ramp. He has the bomb, so he could just go for the straight up part hit with 3 up. He wants to try and get some damage, try and get a kill. It's not going to happen. It's the CT side winning the pistol round. They read that very well. They knew that was coming. The second they saw that main smoke, instantly dropped down B.
And that's actually, you wanted to ask for maybe a few insights. So one of the things, the biggest thing I would say is probably the way that that they play the T side. LDLC is very one-dimensional. Like, and I'm saying that with a lot of respect because they have some good players, and that happens sometimes when you have really good individual players. Your T side becomes very one-dimensional because you don't need a sick strat. But there we go. Like, that's not a specific sick player or good timing. Logan just straight up wins the duel.
Yeah, with a PT-50 as well. We have nothing in the hands of LDLC, and they get a bomb part off the back of it. That is, I mean, more than you could be asking for in this kind of round, even with, you know, the vent dive being so good. I mean, we've really seen a lack of vent diving since these changes. Obviously, rotates down towards B far easier, but what is happening right now? It's a man advantage for LDLC. They've not got the weaponry to play with, and there's the cleanup crew coming in through decontamination, washing their hands with the blood of LDLC. And now just Logan, bomb plant not for him. He gets damage to bottom, but he's not going to be able to stop this defuse. That being said, Niels, 3 kills and a bomb plant with just PT-50s.
That's a good eco, and it seems like we have an x6tence fan cam down there. Nice to see you wearing the scars and everything.
Nice, some supporters.
Good stuff.
Sweden here. They are on home turf.
That is true. Actually, x6tence or x6tence, the organization, is actually a Spanish organization, yes. But with the Swedish lineup, which is kind of interesting. Because usually, I remember back in the day, they had like a bunch of Spanish lineups, but they picked up a Swedish one.
Hey.
Spain and Sweden.
Yeah,
brothers in arms.
Well, we've got the AWP out. That's interesting. Both teams taking it, but Twanu's got armor behind it. That's something that Nuke doesn't have.
I'm just thinking. He wants to do this. You can just see it in his gameplay. Like, the door is open. It's tempting. But Nuke is just holding back, so it's fine.
And that's a really good angle to be fighting from if you're thinking on top of the hut. Especially if there's an AWP on the other side. If that barrel peak's just a little bit too far forward, you're going to get all the info you need.
Yeah. So let's see now. One of the things that I feel like x6tence does kind of well on the T side is that they're really good at doing what everyone else does well on Nuke, which is exploiting the smokes outside. Ironically enough, the smokes outside are being lined up. And that's what they're really good at doing in the buy rounds. So they're good at spacing out and going outside, and then when they get outside control, actually using it to pressure up towards higher and get that boost going. Go for that split inside where you go 1 guy main, 1 guy upper, and then the rest through the lobby area. So I'm looking forward to seeing that.
But I like these smokes from LDLC. They're not the standard red box cross smokes. They're deep. This allows for a main pop flash or even just a creep through for Alex. He's gone inside of Mini here. Nuke is still up in the heaven, and that's going to be a bit of a problem. But Alex is walking into the bomb site, and he's waiting for this main split. There's the first kill. There's still 2 more players on that bomb site. Nade is there, but DreamHack has already found the kill. A rotate up heaven coming straight away, but it doesn't matter because LDLC are all over this bomb site. You can see x6tence Galaxy not ready for that creep from LDLC, and boy, does it work out.
Yeah, it's another variation of a pretty standard play. And I actually like the idea behind it. Okay, you have a pretty standard play, the standard smoke setup, but then you go, instead of getting the boost up into upper, into heaven, and the split from lobby, you actually just walk in towards the bomb site. And that's why the guy on the bomb site, he was not ready. He knew. He got the information, okay, they're taken outside. That's fine. I can still hold it. It's no problem. So he's holding towards upper because that's where they think the push is going to come. He just gets shot in the back almost, like he was not even looking at that angle.
Yeah, and to do that in the first buy round is really ballsy from LDLC, so nice to see. They're coming into this game confident, and that's exactly what you want. You want these individuals shining through. You want these players showing that they are the better team, and that is the case. Right now, at least they've broken the money of his existence, putting them down to pistols. Again, Alex back towards main. He's just going straight in. He's not being silent this time, and they are stacked up, but they're lining up for him. He's peeking in for one. Does get dinked, though. Got to be careful not to give away that AK-47, and now DreamHack can hold that cross from the door. It's already been broken by the nade, so he won't allow anyone to push aggressively to Alex.
And I think now that they've seen the first buy round, which is a variation of the outside smokes and then push inside, and now also in the anti-eco where they still go outside, take control, that should confirm basically what you see in the demos, is that they really like to take outside control. You have to fight them for it to begin with. So I'm expecting x6tence Galaxy to, in this next buy round, actually have maybe 1-2 players straight fighting for the outside control. If they put down the smokes, spam it, put down the Molotov behind it, or put down the Molotov to counter the smoke so there's a gap. Do something to kind of take away the outside control, the yard control from this side, because this is the thing that they do, and they do it well. If you don't stop them, they're going to take a lot of control on that T side.
Yeah, I mean, we see a lot of teams, especially when you play up against like so maybe Astralis and you don't want to challenge in the yard, for example. A lot of teams just recently started forfeiting that position, playing maybe down towards secret, having a main player to cut off any kind of sneak in through that smoke like Alex showed. So they could play aggressive. They could also play the opposite, extremely passive, and just be ready for LDLC to do exactly that. But in this round, it's just pistols again. Unfortunately, LDLC have just wrapped up the pace. DreamHack, he wants every kill. He's taken down his teammates in the process. Twanu finds 2, and just like that, this round is looking to be done. Nuke, he finds an AWP, but I don't think he'll be able to get out with this one. There's already a player on that flank. The Molotov forces him into it, and Amanek will get that kill. AWP saved round 1, and now the buy comes in for the Swedes.
Interesting what LDLC wants to do now, because I think they went for the buy imagining that this was going to, or they went for the quick rush, imagining this was going to be the buy for the CT side to kind of change up the pace. If they're investing in like ops and utility, we're just going to push on quick in. But now they've done the rush, and now they know, okay, this is actually the buy. What's the play now for them? Explode the door to begin with, and then take outside control? That's at least the plan for now. Barbar is here. And you see now the rotation from the CTs are coming in. They're trying to fight outside. They're doing exactly what I mentioned earlier. They see, okay, yes, they take out outside control. We have one guy pushing, one guy holding the main, and then one guy coming from secret. So we can kind of pinch them in, stop them from basically doing the exact setup that they want to. But Twanu's already out here. Alex is taking control as well. They've been smoked off, these CT players, but Barbar is here.
Yeah, ready and waiting on that other side of the box. He might go back in for a little bit more. Got to be careful. The AWP's on the other side, and Nuke, he's still down in secret with his own AWP, so outside's looking like a bit of a problem right now for LDLC.
Yeah, and Sync in his CT event right now. That's a pretty good setup, to be honest.
Yeah, this is looking good for x6tence. They've only got one man towards ramp. That's probably going to be the best position for LDLC, but they're not to know that. That being said, Logan's still going for a peek, but a good off angle being taken from Plopsky. He's actually going to concede the angle for a little bit of time, and Logan won't exploit it for now, so a second rotate coming back in. Barbar's moved into here. DreamHack just killed Zinkin in that CT vent, throwing in a Molotov from the squeaky door. Now Twanu can start to pressure outside, because Barbar, he's already rotated off. He's already given up that yard again. Nuke may have down B, but Bottom's got to hold that A bomb site, and he's the only man here. Does find 2 for it. There's the P coming through from main, but the AWP is too fast. The problem is, it's only the AWP that stands, and not for too much longer. 3 kills from Barbar. Big round from the Swedes. And x6tence are back in with this one.
Yeah, really nice call to interrupt the early part of the round by saying, okay, you're not going to get all that outside control for free, you're not going to get control of main for free, we're at least going to try and trade frags with you. And that's exactly what happens. Barbar with a really big round, and you can kind of see the experience there. He makes the right choice, he positions himself correctly for the first tool, and then rotates away, trying to play the backup towards ramp, realizes there's nothing ramp, and then he just goes inside.
Ooh, LDLC, they go inside right now. Look at this fast push. Zinken and Barbar to try and combine, but the first man's already dead. Zinken's got to hold it all alone, and he's doing exactly that. Found 3 kills. Tuanu alone, and he's not got his signature AWP. A big round needed from him, but x6tence, I like this game, this playstyle. They're not giving any room. They're not allowing LDLC to play these clutches. They push in together straight away, and they get rid of the threat at hand. So now the lead going to be taken by x6tence.
CT side Nuke is usually the advantage. LDLC also combined with that, in my opinion, a bit weak on the T side. So I would expect most like good level teams to get 9 rounds at minimum against LDLC on the CT side. So they're getting there right now. 4-3 is a good start. This is the 4th spot, of course, for LDLC, and they're rushing downstairs. Straight through secret, following the vent, getting ready to take this bomb side. But what are the position for the CT? Spopsky already in window. Could go to Frozen again. Let's see. Oh, Barbar's in the back, but he makes too much noise.
Yeah, that was a fast chase. Considering Popsky didn't see anyone down on that B bomb site, Barbar definitely didn't need to go so quickly. Now we're going to need more rotations, and that's what comes through. Nak going to be sitting in the ramp. He does find one towards the window, and now there's only 3 players left up for LDLC, and one of them extremely tagged. Luckily enough, Alex comes out of decon, and he will check that position. Popsky used it in the pistol round after all, so Alex has made this one work. Amanek is cutting off any push from ramp. There's a smoke to his behind as well, so he doesn't have to worry about that for now. That bomb plant's going to potentially force a peek, so Amanek falling back down into dark, running this crossfire with Logan at the back of the site, but they have an incendiary. They could easily get rid of one of these 2 positions, and that would render these players useless, so Logan tries to force a fight, and he'll go down. Amanek, he's got a huge task ahead of him, but he has at least been fantastic as of late. Can't find the first connection, and he eventually gets it, but the trade is so quick, and now Alex having to pull out the clutch for LDLC. He can't line up either. x6tence, another round here on the retake.
Zinken with some good rounds in a row, with a nice hold on the inner push the round before, and then this one coming in with 2 frags. Really, really nice couple of rounds from the guys from Sweden.
And they've come out the gate swinging. Let's think back to that game that they played versus Complexity yesterday, their opening matchup, the first one of winter. I mean, it was a strong start for Complexity. They went 7-0 up, eventually 9-2. It just looked like x6tence couldn't get into the game until that second half, but now it's a very different story.
Also, one thing you have to mention for this matchup as well is that LDLC, just like most other teams on this map, very strong on the CT side. So yes, their T side is weak, but their CT side is pretty strong. So I would expect them to maybe get 5-6 rounds potentially on this T side and then bring it back on the CT to make it a close game.
Ooh, quick push again. Borton back up in the heaven with 3. Bomb drop though for Amanek. He's going to be all the way down vents with it, and there's no one here on the B bomb side to stop it. Free bomb plant. Yeah, that's perfect. LDLC will take that every single day. They wouldn't mind the money. They're going to have a 4-buy next round as a result. And now Amanek, what can he do? He's got a player or 3 rotating through vents, but he's not ready for the sheer manpower. x6tence, side by side, back to back. They're not making a mistake here.
Oh, definitely not. This is going to be 6-3, and LDLC will have the buy coming in. This is where they need to put their foot down and say, yes, you might best us on this first half, because that's how Nuke works and that's how we work on this map, but you're not going to get like a big lead. You're not going to get like a 11-4 or like a 12-3. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to keep it civil, like 9-6, 10-5. And if they want that, they need to grab a round right now.
Yeah, that money is starting to build up for x6tence, and that can certainly be a beast on that CT side. Can potentially even run that double AWP, have one down on ramp.
Yeah, they're doing the outside smokes again.
Who's here to stop them? It's Barbar, the only man in position. He's actually playing back towards Mini anyway. So
but he's getting the rotation in now. He's rotating in through main, so he can hold this defensively, and then having his backup rotate in.
Yeah, and
play secret.
This is something that we mentioned earlier as well, right? We've got x6tence just giving up yard, completely forfeiting it. They've got Nuke down on B with the AWP, and they've taken a bit of aggressive positioning towards ramp as well. So as they know LDLC have this part of the map, they can afford to get aggressive. They can afford to take some more map control somewhere else, and that gives them further info. LDLC, though, that being said, have the garage, and that's such a valuable position.
Yeah, it's kind of like you can compare it to Inferno. If you have top banana control and apartments control as T, you can do whatever execute they want. If you play Nuke as T and you get outside control, full outside control, you can do whatever execute you want. And that's exactly what x6tence has allowed here. They have given this map control away to LDLC, and they're playing reactive instead of like themselves being proactive. They're not going out there taking duels. They're sitting back waiting on LDLC to do something. And I wouldn't say that's the best choice right now. Yeah. I think you need to be proactive and go and take the duel to them, because if not, like, they're a pretty solid team. If they can execute going, they're probably going to beat you in the duels.
Ooh, Bottom tries to go aggressive and he gets picked. Popsky attempts it as well, but a similar fate. Minus the death. He gets out with a bit of information. There's the vent dive coming through. Nuke is not ready for that one. No idea how DreamHack got into that position, considering Barbar was in main earlier on. DreamHack now looking for more and more back towards this B bomb site. And LDLC, only 15 seconds left up. This bomb, it needs to cross. It needs to go now, but it's too far away. They've messed it up. They might have just lost the round as a result, but they're running back towards A. Desperation ensues. Zinken in the corner. I think he may have just won it. He's done it.
Oh, no!
He was just a meter away.
If he didn't try to plant it that close, I think he might have got it.
Yeah, he should have gone for the initial plant.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, that's big round from Zinken as well. I mean, he gets that delay kill. They check the back vent. He finds one, and as a result, they can't get the bomb plant.
Once again, like, shows how strong that 1-for-1 CT vent position is, especially when the timer is low. You can buy so much time. Even if he doesn't, like, if he gets the kill and the bomb still goes into the plant position, he buys time so the rotation can come in from upper. It's such a strong position. LDLC now, of course, still money, but not as good utility. And it's 7-3. They need to do something now.
Yeah, that really does hurt. It's not going to be good for the confidence as well, especially considering you know you are the better team coming into this game, but you're currently down by a considerable number as well. It will be finally a ramp play. Alex has just been a nuisance in this yard time and time again. Logan has opened up towards ramp. There's one man rotating in. The AWP finding some success here, but the AWP will only find one for now. The smoke covering it off, but there's a gap. And Twani's aware, and he's going to go right into it. It's actually Amanek to find the kill instead, so it pulls LDLC back to a 3-on-3. And with X6tence now losing manpower, they push into the lobby. LDLC going to try and regain control, but they're not ready for it. It's going to be X6tence locking it down. Bottom gets a 1-for-1 with so much damage to the two other players, and that is so valuable here for the Swedes.
Looks like Zinken and Barbar will have a real chance of getting on 8, and therefore being absolutely sure that they're at least going to win the half as CT. Always a nice mental hurdle to get over. And with that one being done, like, Twano with 10 HP, he needs a miracle. But then again, Hugo, we have hit the month of Christmas.
We have indeed.
This is where miracles happen.
It's just looking so unrealistic. That bomb's in the yard. He has no only info on one player, and at this point, Barbar's already full rotated towards the vent as well, so he can pop up on A if needed. He can stop a bomb plant down on B, and yeah, Twano's forfeited.
No early Christmas presents this time around.
It's just coal in his stocking. And 10 HP to his name, 10 seconds on the clock. Twano holds on to the AWP. They won't be chasing, but it doesn't really matter. LDLC, they're out of cash risk. They've only got this loss bonus maxed out now. And this has been a couple of very close rounds, and those deciding rounds have put X6tence in a dominant lead.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? Because all respect to X6tence or to LDLC, they're a really, really good team, but there are things that they miss in their setup. There are things that you can exploit, and there are things they need to fix. And that's exactly what we can see so far in this game. Like, you have great players as Pim said on the desk as well. DreamHack, Amanek, really, really strong individually, but as a team, they're still missing that, like, last 10% in my opinion. Right now, the timeout is coming in. Ostriker, their coach, legendary 1.6 player as well from, I think he played in the AAA setup back then in the early 1.6 days. Really, really legendary player. Now coming in with some feedback, telling guys, okay, we need to fix this, this, and that, because there are definitely holes in this C side. So yeah, I'm curious what they're gonna do, because it could be now that they just go for a quick rush. Ooh. We do have the AWP though, so I'm not exactly sure that's the way to go. So they're probably just gonna go into a default, then get that Mac 10 into the vent dive position potentially, and then Twano to battle outside.
Yeah, I mean, they've been really good at abusing certain positions like this vent dive, like that push down in through the main position. And DreamHack's done that once again. He's already taken a kill towards A, Button shoots him through the smoke. That is an unfortunate death, but when you come into a round with a Mac 10, a 1-for-1 is actually quite valuable for LDLC.
That's fine.
Problem is, they lost the early control that they could have gotten down towards that B site, because it looked like DreamHack was ready to drop vents.
One thing that's fortunate enough for LDLC is that they only have one smoke. That's bad. But on the other side of the CT side, there's also only one smoke with a minute to go. So this could potentially turn into a good execute.
But look at this heavy A setup. They have two players here and Norks up in heaven as well. I mean, this is going to be an absolute mare for LDLC if they can't find these entries. Right now, Twani's doing that, but Bottom, he has to find one on the site, and luckily does at least do that. Plopsky now rotating back up through heaven, FAMAS in hand, but they've dropped down B, and I think he might have realized it as well. Yep, the penny is dropped.
Yeah, with the money on x6tence right now, he should... I don't know, I think he should go for this, because they're going to have like a Deagle eco anyways. See how much damage he can do economically. Maybe see if he can get like a nice free frag to begin with, and then go for the 1v1.
But
Does have a kit.
Look at the crossfire, though.
Yeah, it's going to be very hard. Is he going to check Frozen instantly? No, it's not. Oh! Almost got it. But very important round, as the coach also shows. Very important that you take that timeout, you find a fix, you apply, you deploy it, and then it works straight up. It gives you so much confidence. And once again, like, you go for the kind of disrespect play, the high-speed play, just go inside, go for some duels. Go with something you know works, because you have stronger individual players in x6tence. So you want to go straight for those duels, just get in their face, just take that control.
Yeah, still favored on the odds, and again, we are early days, as you mentioned. This is T-side Nuke, so kind of what you can expect. And with that round, it's going to push x6tence onto pistols, as you said. So LDLC, they get a free round, as long as they play their cards right. Tanu, oh no, he has drawn a Joker from the deck. And x6tence have found 2 kills already. Logan, he's alone. If they manage to overwhelm him, this could be so perfect. He's completely blind. He has to for counter flash, but Amanek lines up too as they run into him. Still another kill. Plopsky finding it. Amanek up above. He falls down below. And Devex on the flank with a 1v2 to find, but it's not going to happen. Nuke with 3, and that is a full eco win from Team x6tence.
That is such a huge turnaround for this game. Also brings x6tence Galaxy on 9 rounds in total. 10, 11 rounds, that's possible now. This is actually doable. They're winning it on an eco, Hugo, not even a Deagle eco. This was a straight eco. 1 flashbang, 1 pizza 50, I think, was the only investment.
And now we say, okay, yeah, LDLC, better players individually. Yeah, that's definitely proven, but right now, we cannot count out these guys individually. That is a sick round. You have to really hit your shots to win a USP round like that, especially when you get an AK in your hands with no armor. You can't afford to get tagged. You need an instant one-shot. And Nuke, well, he shows us how it works.
This is also a really good timeout to take, because they're not taking x6tence are not taking this timeout because they want to fix something. They want taking this timeout just to get like the nerves back into check, but also to tilt their opposition. It's actually a really nice mental thing that you can do when you had like a sick turnaround, like an eco win or something. Take a timeout and just make your opponents just sit there and talk about the mistakes they just made. Make them really angry on themselves.
And with that round, LDLC got reset risk, so now they have to force buy. Otherwise, they're going for the eco here, only to have a half buy in that last round of the half. This is the best case scenario for LDLC. We could be seeing an 11-4 unless they bounce back, and it really is off the back of this round. Unfortunately for them, already a man down. Amanek ready to split down that vent, but the smoke started to fade, and that's going to make his position very, very difficult. He makes it clear, he makes the noise. Nuke has to fall back down, but he still gets the kill on the retreat. There's 3 more angry Frenchmen round the corner, and Nuke is plucking them one by one to pieces. The AWP's been picked up from Twanu, though, but we need a miracle here if LDLC are to bounce back in this round.
Twanu looking for it, finds it onto Plopsky. 2v3 now. Still doable. 1 weapon has been picked up. Are they going to go for the right swing? Sinkin has this one on lockdown. He's even going to Molotov it. Twanu got a peek at the Molotov, missed the shot, and Sinkin will confirm it. 10-4 for x6tence Galaxy.
What a scoreline from this team. I do want to remember this is T-side Nuke for LDLC, but still, x6tence are playing some great Counter-Strike individually and as a team. Nice reactions to some of the things that LDLC are pulling in, and despite LDLC's constant attempts to abuse this vent dive, it seems to be well countered by the CT side. Another force for LDLC to finish off the half. It is their only option. And 4 rounds, maybe 5 if they get a streak of luck and some brilliance here, but you can't hedge your bets on it. x6tence looking ready to find an 11-4.
Playing aggressive into towards the ramp, just holding the 3 stack towards A, 1 player outside, because at this point LDLC, when they don't have a full buy, they're not going to abuse the outside smokes and long-range battles with AK, so you can just have 1 guy outside and just hold it. They're probably more likely to do the inside push. They're really fond of this. Might do it again here. Yeah, the timing is coming in. The vent dive once more. It seems like their T-side strat book is so one-sided.
Plopsky's ready for it. Nice position to stop them from crossing. They're going to have to smoke it now. He's questioning. Now he doesn't know how many players are in position, but he does hear that bomb pot moving in to get the free kill. Borton finds one in the meantime. Molotov will be extinguished in the smoke, and Logan trades back. A hugely important kill to try and allow them to get this bomb down, but the problem is it's actually gone ahead of the smoke. It's actually in the view of Nuke, or at least the players would be if they went to pick it up. That being said, the push out the window could be well timed. The zoom gives away Nuke's position, but the window break is going to make him look back. smoke on the right side of ramp, and Norca's now got to hold it alone, but nice Molotov to keep back these LDLC players. There's only 30 seconds left.
Yeah, he's seen the bump now.
Yeah.
And Barber somehow gets Logan with the Molotov.
Wow.
That was placed in front of the window.
He was already low, so I guess he just walked into the spread potentially. Bombs down. Now, if they don't know DreamHack's crossed here, he can win this round on his own with only a P250. He pushes in, takes down the AWP. This is doable for LDLC. You cannot count them out of this situation. Alex has now retrieved an AK-47 as well, and he is going to be the man up for the task at the back of the bomb site, already dropping Zinc, but a close push from Barbar's in position. And just like that, x6tence Galaxy, 11-4 on the half. A stunning performance from the Swedes.
Ooh, Barbar getting in there with the disrespect, and to be honest, it's a fair game, like 11-4. And as I said, LDLC, there are things that you can exploit on their T side. It's not a very strong T side of Nuke. They win their rounds on the CT side. It's now up to basically x6tence. If they win the pistol, and if they go on full charging in, oh, that's all the spread through the wall. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Yeah. Logan, that's not really his fault in that sense. You don't really expect the smoke to just, or the Molotov to just go through the wall.
Well,
but yeah, like
the Counter-Strike.
This is where it gets dangerous, because x6tence needs to be full focus. They can't let this pistol slip away. They can't let momentum slip away. I know for a fact, because that's exactly what my team did in this exact scenario. We had a 10-5 against LDLC, the same exact first half, and then it slipped away in the end. So they have to keep their focus up. And this is where the timeouts and the coach comes into play for x6tence. RDL has a lot of experience. He's talking to the guys right now. If they lose that pistol, if they lose that first buy round, you'll see him straight up take a pause, and he'll keep doing pauses until they win a round, because it's so important that get started out nicely on that T side. They get some momentum in, they get some confidence in, they use their strat set of smokes. Gonna take that outside control, mix in some ramp play once in a while. I would say hold away from the inside quick push, because LDLC are very, very good at shutting that down straight up.
We will, I'm sure, get to see that at some point during this half, but one player I think definitely needs a bit of a shout out is Nuke. He has come back very well on our head-to-head before this matchup, but didn't really show up yesterday. He's having a great game right now, 13 kills.
Ooh, deep nade.
And this could be a massacre. Look at the damage. 4 players hit very, very low. Amanek's going to be down on ramp with the CZ. He's ready to pick up the kills. He draws them in. Popsky checks the corner though, and Alex is going to go down. Amanek cannot trade right back, and so x6tence are running rampant over this bomb site. 3 CTs left up, and these situations are near impossible to win if you're LDLC.
DreamHack, Tuano and Logan to defend the honor of LDLC thinking on the back of the bomb site. Promised planet for him. And Logan trying to find an entry, but it's not happening. DreamHack getting 1 bullet as well from Botan. And Tuano, there's no chance here. Just don't give away the armor. It's 1v5.
Not even 1 kill. And despite that great nade down ramp, plus a double setup, a bait setup, it's just the shots being missed there. And these individuals are showing through for x6tence. Tuano gets a couple of fancy kills on the exit, but it's not going to make any difference.
And this is exactly what RDL was talking about in that, not timeout, but the small period you have between the two halves. Like, we need to get in their face, we need to play aggressive, we need to get the first opening frags. They're really, really nervous right now. We're pressuring them a lot, so just get in their face, do like a quick strat. And once again, like as I said before, don't go for the inside push. They're really good at locking that down. What can you do then if you only have Glocks? You go for the ramp push. That's the exact right call. Straight downstairs. It doesn't matter if they have the double setup or the deep nade. Just keep going. Always believe in that push and believe in your teammates for the refrag if you die. And then make it work again. And no reason to change the strat, because they know the economy usually 9 out of 10 times will go for a full-on save for the CT in this round.
They're exactly right. There's nothing here for LDLC. Alone P250 on DreamHack. Everyone else holding on to money. It's big that Tuano got those 3 kills in the previous round, Risk, because that has given him enough cash to go for the AWP in the follow-up. That is extremely valuable. We've got this this heavy setup in the garage to try and hold on to players. Stop giving away this money to the SMGs. I wasn't aware you couldn't boost up there.
Yeah, that's actually really strange.
Yeah, interesting enough. I don't think it would be that common anyway, but maybe it's a safe spot. The bomb shouldn't kill them from that position. You're usually fine even in the edge of secret, so they'll be fine in this round. x6tence getting away with 5 alive, and yeah, okay, now that forces them into a bonus round against, you know, a full buy from LDLC with an AWP, but at 13-4 Risk, I don't think they're too fearful. Not yet, at least.
What I actually could imagine seeing now from x6tence Galaxy is fake smokes outside, and then just push ramp, and then maybe go for a split inside. Through heaven and then through lobby area. They have a I've seen a strat from them that's kind of like that, a variation of that standard play. That would be so fittingly right now, because I feel like if they do fake outside control, LDLC just going to bite. Hook, line, and sinker. But it's not for now.
Yeah,
but the ramp control is at least still the name of the game.
Ooh, look at this pace. They're going right through the smoke into the jaws of Amanek, but he only bites down with a couple of teeth. He takes some damage, but no frags with it. That might at least come back to haunt existence, losing 40, down to 40 on 3 players. Alex has rotated back up from B as LDLC set up for this retake.
They're basically doing the same strat 3 rounds in a row.
Hey, and it works.
Yeah, but also the idea they're saving. The idea behind it is that we just keep pummeling them. We just keep getting in their faces. We just destroy their confidence, even if this doesn't work. Let's say they don't get the round. Let's say they only get 3 kills in the bomb plant, blah, blah, blah. This is their bonus round. Just getting in their face and showing that you're not afraid is such an important thing to set out early on in the second half. And they're getting the round as a free bonus with it as well. It's going to be 14-4.
I don't think anyone would have
predicted
this.
They're even picking up the AWK, Hugo.
I want to see them just rush that A bomb site next round. They're going to go hunting. I mean, this is going to mean they will have rebuys coming in the next round as they lose some SMGs here. Quite a lot, in fact, everything. Except for one man, Zinker with the AK. Doesn't take a kill, but he doesn't die either. So they save 2 AK-47s. Now they can fully buy. That's not even a problem for existence. It's worth the attempt to take those rifles out of the hands of the Frenchman.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a pause. I think it's from Striker, the LDLC coach, just to make sure, okay. It's actually from existence. Ooh. Wow, that's
rubbing salt in the wound.
Ballsy. But also, let's be real. They're on 14. Always use your 4 timeouts. Doesn't matter in what situation you're in. Always even though you're up 14-50, just have one in the backup. But if you can, just use them. Right now, they don't need to fix anything, but they just need to get themselves in the head of the opposition. They're taking a timeout. They've done this strat 3 times in a row. Surely they're not going to do it again, because now they have the timeout, and that's where you hit them 4 times in a row, Hugo, with a ramp play.
The quad whammy, they call it. I mean, getting paused against the 14-4
they're not buying it up.
hurts.
They're going to go for the ramp play 4 rounds in a row.
Oh, God. Let's have a look. There's an AWP up on Tamanu, but will it be able to shut down this
fast no ramp play?
They might still go quick, though, Risk. They're going in towards Inner. They're going to dive down vent straight away with Plopsky in that B bomb site. The question is, do LDLC know? Because right now, there's only 1 man down on B, and that is the resident Brit. It is Alex. Plopsky going to move through. Alex wins the duel. Massively important for LDLC, getting rid of that B controls, because now Existence are pushing into the yard, but they don't have that 1 player with already deep secret. Barbar's going to have to retake it back off of Alex, down to 46 points of health. The Molotov soon to be fading. Nice nade, but just avoided.
I was so happy when they bought 5 AKs. I thought they were going to go for a full-on push, but it has turned out to be just another normal Nuke round. Take secret control, slowly but surely work your way forward, which is pretty much the standard way of playing it. But it might still work out for them. This is not a bad strat. I would just love to see them continue the pummeling, because it's such a sick way to do it.
That bomb is still out in the yard. That bomb is yet to cross down towards this secret, and that's going to make things difficult, right? If they commit towards B, Botton has to cross on his own. There's the trade eventually coming through. Barbar taking down Alex. Now B is going to be theirs. There's no one here for LDLC. Alex was tasked with the entirety of this map. Or this site, rather.
It's such a long time from one guy taking the site to the bomb actually being planted.
I guess if they get the information, there's multiple players there, they can easily just back up and go back through main in the outside position. That's why they had the bomb so far back in yard. And LDLC, they've got to rotate
only
down
just rotating in now.
20 seconds
taking
left.
So long.
That bomb plant going to come in. And 4 players up per side. LDLC.
No smokes left on LDLC for the defuse. So that means they have to take the duels.
They've got to go quick. Already Barbar spotted 1. He's going to reposition. Doesn't need to commit to the duel here. Barton's already taken down another man. So LDLC, they're running out of options. They need a plan. Barbar shot in the back, but Zinkin already has the cross from the ramp, and he's going to be able to get himself 1. Amanek now the lone hero of LDLC, but there's no heroics in this round. It's going to be Existence running forward, 15-4. And what a ridiculous game this has been, Risk.
I was worried for LDLC when we started this game. Not even in my wildest dream or nightmare, not even sure what this is. I would not imagine it to be this one-sided. I imagined like an upset. I imagine Existence having a chance of doing something on Nuke, because I know that there are things you can exploit in LDLC on this map. But this is way more than what I expected. This is another world. I mean, you can see it. That's not just a flamboyant Frenchman. That is a coach who's actually really angry with how this is going on.
Yeah, and I don't blame him, Risk. This is not what we can expect at this point. Unbelievable scenes here in Jönköping. It is going to be another tactical timeout coming out from x6tence, just to really make LDLC sit on it and wait. And that's the last thing they want to be doing. They want to get right back into the server here because x6tence are bordering a victory on Nuke. This is LDLC's map pick. And what have they got in the final round, or what could be the final round if things don't go their way? We've got a shotgun, we've got an AWP, we have an AUG. It's a lot of Christmas presents for LDLC, but no one's smiling, no one's cheering, and Nuke is already chasing the back. He's taken down Tuanu. It's that fast A play from x6tence. Logan finds one with a shotgun, but Botton's already on the site. Nuke's taken a second. Logan trying to do his best, and he pushes Lobby into his own death. Popsky's holding for it. Nuke is just on an absolute tear right now. He doesn't need the AWP, and it is just Alex, a 1v3 to try and keep this game alive. That bomb plant coming through at the back of the site, and Alex closing the distance, climbing above, on top of the hut, but the double peak is there, and so is the game. x6tence Galaxy, 16-4 on the map pick of LDLC. They will run wild, and what a ridiculous upset in a dominant fashion to open up today.
You're damn right. That is an insane upset, and these guys right here, x6tence, they did it. Now they're up 1-0 in the series. You're going, what a way to start it. Like I said before, like I imagined this to be like a potential upset map, but this is way more than what I thought we were bargaining for.
I mean, even an upset, you would assume on paper that would be a hard-fought game by both teams, back and forth affair potentially, but no, not even close. I mean, 16-4 is an absolute reckoning here.
Definitely, definitely. x6tence will take map 1, that is Nuke. We're going to take a short break, and then we're going to be back with map 2. See you then.